Alright, I'm online, so hello and welcome to a new stream in which I'm surviving on an island in Indev. Once again, I have been doing some work in between the streams, mostly some boring and not interesting stuff. For example, I've been digging out the room which I've started to dig out in the last stream. As you can see, it's getting quite a bit bigger and I've expanded to serve the other side of the hill. I've added some decorations. I've replaced the stone floor with light gray wool floor and added a custom tree with some grass around it. There will also be a second floor. My plan is to use this space for storage. Basically, the plan is that there will be several floors and each floor will have sort of different tier of items. So for example, at the bottom floor will be the common items, so for example cobblestone, wood, dirt and such. See? On the second floor will be some uncommon items like food, so bread and cooked pork, because you need to actually craft it, and maybe some other stuff that you need to craft, like the stone slabs. And the third floor, which I haven't yet dug out, will be some rare items like diamonds, gold and iron, and also the tools made from them. And the top floor will have special items like bedrock, the source box, and also the current cloth blocks, because in the future they will turn into like different items. And yeah, that's the plan for the storage system. Aside from digging, I've also been collecting some materials. As you can see, I've got 5 stacks of pork, which I've managed to get thanks to the furnace pack. So I'm gonna take 40 pieces of pork with me, because my plan for this stream is to get underground and hopefully find some diamonds. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I've made a small farm for wheat, which is why I have the bread. Anyway, that's everything that I wanted to say. Now it is time to head underground. But first I need to get rid of this creeper. Anyway, there we go. Now we're just gonna head underground using this staircase that I've made in the previous stream. I've extended all the way to the bottom where you can see some lava. But anyway, I'm going to explore this cave, which I found in the last stream and haven't really explored. Let's see, is there anything? So far only mushrooms, which I think I'll collect some other time. Should probably take a bit to get there. Is anything there? Nope, just iron. Nothing particularly interesting. I think I'm gonna leave it here for now and get it later. For now, I'm going to get in deeper. Hopefully not die. And of course I need to be more careful. No, I need to be careful not to die. Anyway, let's see, are there any interesting resources in here? aside from the mushrooms. So far, nothing interesting. So let's see, I think I'm gonna go here first. This way. Seems like interesting so far, aside from the iron and coal, so I think I'm gonna get those. And then move on. Maybe I'll be, since maybe I'll get lucky and discover something interesting by mine out these veins. And it will also give me some material to craft some more pickaxes, since I've also brought some wood with me so I can craft some a workbench and also some torches if I ever run out. Anyway, while I dig out this coal, there is one more thing that I want to mention, which is that while off stream I've also started to write down my plans when it comes to what I want to build. Things like the storage system that I've talked about at the beginning of the stream. I also want to build a furnace room. And as for the future versions, I also want to have this island be future-proofed, and so I would like to build a room where I would have just create a space for a sugarcane farm and a cactus farm, since I want to have those in the future. However, of course, I won't be making space for like all of the different farms. Like, for example, I won't be making space for a pumpkin farm, since I likely won't be on this island once pumpkins get added. And you can see some iron that I found thanks to digging out the coal ore vein. Anyway, I do not know how long am I going to stay on this island, but should be at least for the duration of Infdev, I think. And once again, I need to be more careful about the durability, since there's still the bug where if the pickaxe or the tool breaks as you break a block, then the block won't drop anything. Seems like no one has yet joined the stream. I'm looking at the concurrent viewers and there's going to no one. So I guess it should be fine if I keep mining out this iron ore, since no one's really watching. Anyway, I think once I'm done digging out this ore, I'm going to put down a well, I'm going to get the other iron ore vein, and while I mine the other iron ore vein, I'm going to put down a furnace and smelt like a stack of iron, since I'm pretty sure once I'm done mining this I will have like a stack, and I also have more pickaxes. And I still haven't watched the durability. And I think instead of waiting, I'm going to craft the furnace now. You saw nothing. Anyway, with that aside, it's time to continue mining. As you can see, there's quite a lot of errands, so this should last me for quite a good while, even if the tools don't last that long. I think the iron tools can currently have only 128 durability. At least that's what I got when I tried to test it the last time. I mean, in between the streams. The diamond tools also have got crunch. If the shadow just behaved weirdly just now. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that the diamond tools also have got a low durability, which will get buffed in the future. I think the first buff they receive is in Alpha 1.0.3, and the second buff is sometime in Beta, which is why I've decided that once I get to diamond tools, I'm going to like start storing once I get the diamond gear, I'm going to start storing what I was trying to say is that once I get to diamond gear, once I start using it, I'm going to also start like storing all the diamond gear that has low durability. That way I get to use it more once its durability gets buffed, if that makes sense, because that way I get more uses out of them, and I save diamonds while doing that, which is probably not necessary due to the size of these ore veins in Indev, but I'll do it regardless. It will give me an advantage. Anyway, the pickaxe is used, and so far we've managed to get quite a lot so far, I'd say. So now I'm going to craft a new one, or several new ones. By several, I mean 2. That should be enough for now. It seems that for a second I thought that I'm gonna fall into the lava, because I've dug under myself. Let's see. I'm going to find the bridge a bit. Good enough. I've lost some iron, but I don't really want to risk my life too much. I see after I've bridged over lava without sneaking. Anyway, while I dig out this iron, I would just like to mention that I've been enjoying Indev so far. It's simple, kind of relaxing, at least the way that I've been playing it. Basically what I've been doing is that during the day I went outside and punched some sheep to get some light grey wool, which as you've seen, I've used it for the floors, and I've also been killing pigs while outside, from which I of course get the pork which I've cooked. Damn it. Anyway, which is why I have so much of the pork stored in the chest. And at night I've been working at home, basically digging out the home and just working around the house, and of course built the farm. But it's simple, but I'd say it was fun. I think that's it for the iron vein, but now that I've dug it out, it kind of looks like a small cave. That's how much the iron there was. But anyway, now it is time for the coal. I feel like there will be likely more coal than I feel like this pickaxe probably won't be enough to dig out all this whole coal veins. Probably need to make a new one soon. I'll definitely need to make a new one soon. And here I thought it was over. Seems like it's still going on. I feel like it might be over soon. At least I hope. And there we go. Got all of the coal. That is done. I'm just going to pick up the furnace. Gotta take out everything because I think there's still the bug. Oh, or I think this version has the bug where if you have items in the furnace, then when you break it they won't drop. But it seems that I've still also forgot about some of this coal, so I'm gonna mine it out and then move on. And once I move on, I'm probably going to stop mining, taking out the ore veins, because it isn't particularly interesting. Instead, I'm going to focus on finding some diamonds and mine out the ore veins later. More lava. I think I'm gonna try to grab this coal, but won't really go that any further. It's not worth the risk. Anyway, that's it for this ore vein. However, before I continue, I'm just gonna rearrange the inventory a bit. And I'm also think I'm gonna leave. I'm going to mine it later. Or should I do character surface nearby? Because I heard some animals over here. So let's see. What happens if I digging? And evidently bad things happen. That was a mistake. Well, that's quite annoying. Seems like the water has flooded a lot of the area that I worked on. And now I've got a flooded cave. So I guess it's now time to clear out some water, or at least try to. Oh, there's nothing there, so maybe I don't need to clean it up over here, but this is quite annoying. what I think I'm gonna do is break some blocks. That way the water will evaporate due to the way it works. At least I believe it will. Anyway, while the water evaporates, I'm also gonna mine some of the iron. Anyway, seems like this whole situation was one big mistake because I was originally taking out the staircase up because I wanted to have like an access to the iron ore that I was mining earlier because I expected it to be a big vein. However, now that I've mined out the iron ore, there's no need for the staircase, which means that I've done it. I've dug out the staircase for no reason, and so the cave basically got flooded for no reason. As if I didn't want to leave the iron ore for later, I wouldn't need the staircase, and I wouldn't have flooded the cave. But thankfully clearing out the water isn't too difficult. Kind of. Well, at least I wasn't up so high that the entrance here would get flooded. That would have been rather annoying. Anyway, I feel like when I'm looking around, it seems that I've kind of taken care of the most of the water. Let's see. Here, this will evaporate in a bit. Or here, it seems fine. What's here? However, branch I have next forget. That kind of leads to somewhere interesting. I think I'm gonna quickly explore it and then check. And we've got some gold and end of the cave. So I'm gonna pick out the gold since it's somewhat valuable, although currently useless to me, I think. But it will become useful in the future. Oh hey Method, it's good to see you. I'm currently mining got some gold after I flooded a cave because I've decided to dig a staircase above ground, but the above ground place where I've been digging was under the ocean, so I've ended up flooding cave, so I had to like deflood it by waiting for the water to evaporate. Anyway, currently I'm trying to get some more resources. I want to write it shadow what happened, and I'm trying to get some diamonds mainly. Managed to get quite a lot of resources so far thanks to the Indev veins. Yeah, I can understand it. I'm pretty sure that working on that AI can be annoying, but I'm not sure if watching my stream will be that much better than working on AI. But anyway, there's a big iron vein, however I don't really feel like mining it, so I'm just gonna kind of mark it. And hopefully I remember where it is. Anyway, here you can see the remnants of the blood and more iron, which I need to dig out later. But before I continue, I'm just going to quickly head to the entrance and make myself a chest so that I can store the materials that I have, since I have too much. I'm gonna keep the iron ingots so I can craft some more pickaxes if I need to, and maybe some armor. So Anyway, good thing that I've got the stacked board, helps quite a lot. Judging by the dirt, we're probably not that far from surface, I think. But so far no luck. And nothing over here. Anyway, time to craft some more bread. Or not. And also some armor. Just that is if these guys leave me alone. And nothing. I'm gonna leave this goal for later. It seems like this cave. I almost thought there was nothing more to this cave, but I think there might still be something to it. Or not. Well, seems like there isn't anything to it, so I'm just gonna light this up a bit more. And then head deeper underground using the staircase that I've dug out. Try to strike mine for a bit so that I hopefully find a cave. Asking you shall receive. Found a cave right next to my staircase. Hopefully there will be some diamonds in here I can find since I'm so close to the bedrock. Yes, I'm deep down in depth. If this was Indev plus, I could probably already find diamonds. Maybe. Yeah, I'm currently looking for my first diamonds because I haven't found any yet. I've only got iron so far. Of course, I've got diamonds in the teabag chest, but I don't really want to use those yet. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I can already see that since I have been this for almost an hour and haven't found any so far. Yeah, it definitely would be nice if I had crawling, especially at the side caves which are near the surface. But so far I'm managing. Yeah, I can understand it, thanks to the lack of quality of life features like sneaking, shift clicking, and all of the bugs that you have. Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff missing in the old versions. And do you have anything for release, or do you not plan to play release? No. Anyway, we got another cave. Hopefully this one will be better. Oh, right, release of item. What about that? Anyway. And there we go. We got some diamonds. Quite a lot of diamonds, actually. Yeah, and alpha will definitely be harder when it comes to finding the ore veins, but I should have. We'll see how it goes once I get to it. Since I also plan to like store the diamond gear. My plan is to like store the damaged diamond gear, that way it gets the boosted durability in alpha, so I'll also save some of the diamonds that way. But yeah, it will probably be difficult to find some diamonds in later versions. I mean, Indev and alpha. Is there anything here? No, there isn't. Oh, I still plan to use the diamonds. Before Alpha 1.0.3 for the diamond gear, but I plan to save the diamond gear before it breaks. That way I get more uses out of it. But at least I'm getting some nice amount of diamonds right now. Yeah, there definitely is this bug. I remember when it was still in Indev Plus before you added the lighting engine. I think it was made by Blue Stago. Well, that wasn't very nice. I think I just lost some of the diamonds. That's quite annoying. There's a flooded cave, which you'll get unflooded as I work here. Let's see, is there over here? Really? So I think I'm gonna wait a bit for the water to recede and then find new diamonds. So is there coal anywhere nearby? There we go. Yeah, the water system in Indev Plus might be changing, but it's, I'd say, definitely better than in here. Or in general, the liquid system, because for example, thanks to how the liquids work in Infdev, I've lost part of the lava lake that I've had on this island. The lava lake was basically one of the reasons why I've chose this island, and now it's kind of ruined. I'll have to fix it later using the lava source spot that I had got in the debug house. Yeah, it could probably be improved since like the concept is kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm kind of running out of wood. Oh, I still have 3 more pickaxes to go. For some reason, I'm too blind to see them. But I'll probably need to craft a sword soon. Interesting. I don't really think that I've ever had this kind of experience with languages. And I've also never really learned Russian. Anyway, I'm currently waiting for the water to evaporate a bit, because as you can see the vein kind of goes down, so I want to get rid of the water so I can mine it. Yeah, Czech is definitely closer to Russian. I feel like. Anyway, waiting for the should be enough. Well, good thing that I've had the water there, otherwise I would. Or might. Well, I probably wouldn't have lost the diamond since there's this stone. I thought that this stone was lava. Oh, no, it wasn't lava, but I think. Anyway. Can't speak of it right now. Anyway, we got all of the diamonds, so we got over 1 stack of diamonds. And I just by this one almost broken, so I'm gonna replace it and continue exploring. Yeah, languages are definitely interesting. For example, it can be interesting to see how languages have evolved over time. Like for example, if you look at some old texts, maybe in English, and see how it has changed, it's kind of interesting. Languages evolve over time, and so far there's nothing in here. Aside from the iron. Let's see, is there anything in here? And the answer is no. Let's see, is there anything in this cave? Like, there might be still some parts that I haven't explored, but I've got some more meat, which is nice, and there are already parts that I haven't explored, so let's see. Or I explored them. Oh, that's just lava, which apparently hurt me. Oh, hurt me. Probably foodie corner. I completely forgot about the bug. Caught me off. Definitely caught me off guard. Yeah, definitely quite annoying that you burn for so long. But at least I've brought a lot of food with me, so it's not that bad. And I almost got burnt again. Anyway, which reminds me... Oh, I think I'm gonna cook the pork. It should be fine. I'll also use this as an opportunity to craft some stuff, like a sword. I think I can throw the old one away. Kind of waste material, but it'll be fine. And I should also grab myself some iron, smelt it so I can craft some more pickaxes. Also, it would be nice if if Indev had the feature where the torch snaps to the adjacent block when you break the block that it's on. That would be nice to have. At least I think. Although some people maybe might not have liked it as much as I did back then. Anyway, I just want to grab 2 more pieces of iron. That way I get 24 pieces of 24 iron ingots in total. Anyway, while that cooks, I think I'm gonna look around for a bit. Nothing here. Anyway, I think instead of looking around, we're just gonna find out some coal. Then I guess I'll make it a bit. Hopefully it should be better. Maybe. Well, the song is ending, so let's see how the next song is. Maybe it won't be that loud. And I still keep forgetting about the bug where when your tool breaks, then block doesn't drop anything. Maybe it's zeroed. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the music at that level. Wait for yarn to smelt and I guess mine some more iron while I wait. Seems like we got some cave. I'm gonna leave it for later. Don't want to get lost, otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to find this furnace. But that was a mistake. And I'm gonna burn for half an hour again, so I'm gonna quickly craft myself some bread. And also some iron. I think I'm also gonna grab myself some more iron and craft a new set of armor. This one is going out. Oh. Right, I was looking for more iron and it was right here. I think 40 should be enough. Maybe a bit too much. I think while it smelts, just like quickly check out this cave, which doesn't really offer anything, does it? I think there's... seems like there's... Seems like there's more cable over here. Let's see. There's more iron, which I don't feel like mining out right now. There's a zombie. The weird shadow glitch. I wonder why it happens. Oh. Let me quickly mark this cobblestone to mark the way back. Now let's continue exploring. It seems like I found somewhat of a large cave. And it seems like I've run out of wood, so I think once I run out of these torches, I'm gonna head back to the surface. And here, so let's continue going down a different path, a different branch. And although with this cave it seems like we might we are close to the surface, judging by the dirt. And we got the flooded cave, or not. I thought it would be deeper, but it seems to be quite shallow. But here's more deflooded cave. Don't know if we're like exploring it. So let's see. We back. Maybe we can find some more stuff. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything interesting in this cave system. Maybe not in even our way back, because I kind of gotten lost, I must say. Over here. Through here. Where do I go out? Oh, okay. Definitely lost. Oh, through here. I go back. Seems so. I go through here. I find a zombie, which leads me to a large cave. And an area that I haven't explored. So let's use the area to get even more lost. Oh, that was annoying. At least it didn't kill me. Anyway, once I'm done mining out this gold vein, which I might not be able to mine with this pickaxe, I'll head back to the surface and also get the furnace with the iron. Oh, that was also a mistake. Shouldn't have jumped into the lava. Oh, you know what? I don't need the gold. There's more gold on the lava, but I don't really feel like risking my life for it. Because if I die, I lose all the progress. So I guess it's time to head back to the surface. So here's the cobblestone. Knocks the wood back. Just need to be careful to not fall into the lava. And there we go. Anyway, I'd say this was quite a successful trip. We got a stack of diamonds, +7, and I've also discovered a lot of iron and coal and gold. Now I just need to find my way back, which probably won't be as easy as I hoped it. Well, I feel like I've gotten lost again. Let's see. Nope. Oh. I know. I think I know where I am. Or why? Oh, I don't. I'm back where I started. So I guess for the rest of this stream, we'll be looking for the way back. Or I guess I just might not commit the sin of digging straight up. I should have enough pickaxe durability to do that. And it seems like I'm quite close to the surface. And this time I didn't flood the cave because I had blocks underneath me. Alright, now that I'm at the surface, I'm gonna kill some pig since it's day. And then head back home. And now that I'm home, I'm just gonna store away the items. I'm also gonna grab the items which I've left in the chest at the entrance to the cave. And also, I want to trample my crops, but anyway, I'm gonna harvest the farm once I get the items. Let's see how 2, 3, 5, 6 plus 9. 6 stacks of iron plus some more that I've smelted already, which I'd say is quite nice all. Anyway, once I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna need to take care of the storage. Yeah, the lava lake is nice, but it was even bigger before. There was like, it went one level higher. However, due to some creeper explosions, it now looks like this. Yeah, the lava lakes are quite nice. It would be nice if I think it'd be interesting if we get some of these large lava lakes in the later versions. Interesting. Yeah, overall this stone is nice. I did play it a bit, and I was planning to like do something with it on this channel. However, I never really ended up doing it. Maybe I might do some streams with it in the future. Oops. Yeah, recipeless crafting would have been interesting, but oh well. Anyway, now that I've got the iron smelting, I think I'm gonna grab myself some more pickaxes and grab the iron veins that I've left behind. Oops. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you've added the charms where you get like the coin, ring, amulet, and shield, I think, or something like that. And I think you can figure them out based on the shape, the item, if I remember correctly. I think the coin is crafted with gold, but I don't remember the rest right now. Oh, I need a pickaxe. I mean, not a pickaxe, I need some torches. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. I think when I was playing it in my free time, I've like used a lot of the thing I get 4 coins equipped to get as many points as possible, so that I could upgrade my skills. But yeah, the shield was probably for defense, since there isn't really any armor. At least I think. Is there armor in Order of the Stone? I don't remember right now. Oh right, there are the stats. So you can raise your defense using those. Guess I don't really know what does the shield do if the rank is fire immunity. Not really sure what the shield could bring. Anyway, before I go, I should craft myself some more bows so that I can put them in the chest. I leave those holes in here so that I can use them to till the soil whenever I harvest the farm. Alright, with the done, it is time to add some veins. Alright, looking at the time, I've been streaming for, it'll be 2 hours in like 18 minutes, so I think for the rest of the stream I'm just gonna mine out the veins which I've left behind. And the first one is over here. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's an iron vein here. Which isn't quite as big as I thought it would be, or maybe it is. Seems like there is more of the cave that I haven't really seen when I was exploring it first. So let's see if I can find anything interesting here. Most likely not. And yeah. Seems like suspicion was correct. I don't think I'll be watching your Eve stream, since unfortunately I'll be away from home at that time, so I won't be able to watch it. And also, it's nice to see that you are enjoying your poly world. I'm also enjoying my Indev world so far. It's kind of, it can be annoying at times, like when I've flooded my cave with water, but I'd say it's nice so far. Yeah, I also mainly watch your Minecraft streams, mainly in the background. I don't really chat. And also I mainly like watch them back as thoughts, since, well, I do like other stuff while the streams are live, so yeah. And it seems like I'm discovering more of the cave right now, which I feel like will probably get me lost. Yeah, maybe it will be different. Maybe we'll get more viewers, maybe less. We'll see. And once again, I forgot about the durability bug and lost a piece of iron. Yeah, I think I've got like all of Soybean's music in this playlist. Oh, except for his Sloan stuff, since that isn't included in his Discord server. Also, I probably should have brought some cooked meat with me for situations like this. Let's see, hour and 49 minutes, which means about 10 minutes remaining. Maybe a bit more, depending on, maybe a bit more depending on how I feel. Also, I can hear some mocks dying in the background, so I guess it's day already. Probably can't hear them since they are really faint. Okay, well, then good luck with the AI. Hopefully it goes well. Still forgetting to watch the durability. Anyway, I think now that I've got the diamonds, I think that in the next stream I might do some building. Not sure, I haven't decided. I'm gonna decide in the streams as to what I would like to build. Maybe I can start working on a wheat farm. Or maybe I could try fixing the lake. And there's also the storage system. Maybe I could work on decorating that because the walls are still made of stone and are kind of ugly and with holes in them, which I need to fix. Anyway, I think in between these streams I might work on the storage system a bit, organize the chest and such. Let me check. This is Castaway. It's one of, if I remember correctly, Castaway is the music disc which you get from fishing in Infdev Plus. Yeah, Indev definitely has great music, which is why I've used it in my videos and in the background of my streams. And also because it's like, I don't have to worry about the copyright stuff. That's also nice. Although now that I think about it, I don't actually have the credits song from Indev Plus. I'm not sure if Cybin has it in his Discord server, but anyway, I might check and be added to this playlist. I'll see. So I've just remembered that I don't have it in that playlist since I haven't really updated it since I've made it. Now let's see where I've gotten kind of lost again. But there's more iron, which is nice. But now I gotta watch my durability because the pickaxe is almost broken. I'm gonna use the last durability on this stone and then mine some more iron. But anyway, seems like my pickaxe is almost broken, and there are 3 minutes remaining on 2-hour mark, so I'm just gonna head back to the surface. That is, if I can find a way, and once I'm there, then I'm gonna end the stream. See, unfortunately, I don't have a pickaxe to dig myself out, so I'm gonna have to find my way back, which I just did. Yeah, lifetime music is definitely quite goofy. And it seems like someone has trampled my crops again. I guess they maybe got to the crops for a year. I probably should block them off. Probably no need to. I'll make a profile some other time. Anyway. Yeah, see ya. I'll just put away the iron and end the stream. I don't really know what I will do in the next stream. I'll have to decide in between these streams. There's a lot of stuff to do, but I need to pick something that I will do. So, see ya. Anyway, as I said, that will be it for this stream. I figured that I had done enough. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in the next stream. Probably do some building. Maybe I could work on the base, or maybe I could fix this lava lake. We'll see. I'll decide in between these streams, but anyway, that will be it for this stream, and I'll see you in the next one.